All right, it's 3:05. I think we will begin. Right, again, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this free craft workshop that I decided to do. Just kind of like to spread some cheer. And what happened is that I actually did this craft with a group of seniors recently. And it's something that I put together and I thought it's quite fun. And so I wanted to share it with more people, right? So the materials that you need is what you see on screen at the moment. In a moment's time, I will also show you a little video of what we hope to be able to create. Yeah. So let me call out the video and let me play the video. Right. Yep, so it's really something very simple. We are going to learn how to make these boxes using origami. And then we are actually going to, then I have some ideas that you can see here. We can talk about other ideas of how you might decorate it. So I think the idea is that actually it really works very nicely, right, with a set of, yeah, so we can have Christmas tree. That's how really all started when I'm thinking about it, Christmas tree. Then I thought, yeah, you could also have a stack of gifts, yeah, a stack of presents, yeah, a stack of presents, and then of course the snowman with a hat on top, right? All these are orange, so that's why it's the virtual background that is getting in the way. And then finally, what we have here is I have got even a Santa Claus, right? So you can create different designs. And if need be, I'll show the video again so you can see the different designs I came up with. I'm sure you can have other ideas. You can talk a little bit about it afterwards. So for us to do it, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to fold the origami. You can do it with the A4 size paper. What I will do is I will be doing it with something a bit smaller so it fits into my screen. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do half a size, but it's exactly the same fold. And in fact, you will be folding it in smaller and smaller pieces of paper in order to get the different stacks of boxes, right? So with the paper ready, let me now go over to my demo table and get my demonstration going, huh? Okay, if you just give me a quick minute, I will start this again so you can see my demo table. Is there any questions from maybe Rita and Jennifer before I begin?
No question from me.
Okay, all good, huh?
Yep.
All right, there we go. Okay, so I'll get all these materials out of the way first, which we'll use at some point, right? What you need is just your A4 paper. Okay, so that's what we'll be using. And for the A4 paper, for my demonstration purposes, it is a recycled piece of paper. So there's print on the other side. So if I want print to show on the outside of the box, I would fold it later on with the print outside.
We are not looking at your table at all.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Can't see me, can't see my table either. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's what I needed.
You're completely out of the camera range.
Yes, you won't be able to see me when I'm doing the demo. You can only see my beautiful hand.
Neither can we see your beautiful hand.
Yeah, so I'm going to get that corrected now. Are you able to see my beautiful hands now?
We see the, yes.
Okay, yes. Yeah, sorry about that little technical problem.
No, I'm checking the Facebook. It's not seeing it yet.
Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, that if you are using paper, right, you can use recycled paper, and if it's blank on one side, right, the blank can show up on the outside as well. So I'm going to fold it in the way where I'm going to show the blank on the outside. But if you prefer, actually sometimes having the text and all that on the outside is fine as well. And it really doesn't matter, yeah? So this is what we are starting off with. I'm starting with a paper half the size of your A4, but you will be using A4, right? Which is easier to fold, right? For a start, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to fold this into half this way, all right? One more time, folding into half from the long way, and then as you are folding any origami, I would suggest that you make sure that you are very accurate with placing it, and then have very sharp fold lines here, very important. Okay. So you should get this. Yeah. This should be simple enough. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold open end up. And again, make sure that you align, right? You align. This one, we actually just need the line. As long as you can see the crisp line, that's good. You can turn over and do the same thing on the other side. Right? So you should have a line there in the middle after folding the paper into two. Not sure whether you can see the line clearly enough.
Yes.
Yes, huh? Okay, good. All right. I think that should be easy. Now, the part where the fold is, all right, the part where the corner where the fold is, we're going to fold it in to form a triangle corner like that, a dog ear as such, huh? And it should meet this middle line quite beautifully. All right, let's do that. Okay, again, make it nice and sharp. Make it nice and sharp. Okay, so the corner where the fold is, make it dog ear, downwards this way. Okay, so it meets the middle here. And with that, we're going to do the same for the bottom, but we're going to only do it for one flap, okay? One flap up the bottom corner, okay? So if this is done correctly, it looks like I have not done it very accurately this time. This two should align nicely because it's halfway, so it should be the same triangle, huh? Okay, because I'm looking at it from the camera. Okay, so there should be a nice alignment here after you fold. And this bottom flap, only one flap, huh? Not both, just one. Okay, all good so far?
Yep.
And now we want a score line here. This one is for just a score line, so we want that line, and so you just follow where the fold is, and we just want to make a line and open up the other way. Okay, so this side is done. And basically, we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Same corner, come in, make sure it meets the line in the middle. Okay, and you have got nice sharp fold lines so that your box won't end up being too wobbly, yeah? Okay, and then the lower flap, again, only one flap, folding upward. And if it's accurately folded, this should be one straight line, and we want a score line there, so you follow. And you do up that score line. Okay, if Rita and Jennifer, if you are done, could you just show me so that at least I can see that we are okay? Yes, very nice. All right. So now the magic is going to happen. We're going to fold this bottom flap up. Okay, we're going to fold it up. And then we are going to open this up. This one more time. Now we fold this flap. The two, so it should meet very nicely. We are able to open. So now we're going to open up. It should form one at the box, and that's where we're going to now sharpen the edges of this box. And what you see is just like that, and the back you should see a triangle. Okay. Okay, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Tricky part really now is that we actually going to fold this. We can tuck it in, and before we do this way, but this way. Yeah, so it's quite intuitive. And it should meet quite nicely as a triangle like that, right? Once you do that, then you can actually tuck this in. You one more and okay. Again, do this into a triangle. Right, when you do it, now you can tuck this in.
Same on both sides, right?
And if you have, then you can sharpen the edges. Have a very beautiful and it's actually even you color it's like a stable box. It's thin on generally. Don't show two sides again. These comments come in. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I would think it would be like simple, right?
If you say so.
Okay. So just so that everybody knows how to do this, I will do the demo one more time. I'll do the demo one more time. Jennifer, how is it? Are you able to fold it into the box, into the cube? Yes, huh? Simple enough, right? Yeah. And you actually can try putting in something quite tall and it actually stands, okay. Okay, bad demo. Maybe that was way too tall. Yeah, with the A4 one, even though it's taller, it's able to stand quite nicely. Okay, so this will be one level. So if you have used the A4, your second level now, you just have to use half an A4 sheet, which will be your A5, right? So you can now use half the A4 sheet and you should get a slightly smaller box that you can then stack on top. And depending on how many layers you want, you can go all the way up to 4 and even 5 if you want to really challenge yourself. So it gets a little bit more challenging now that you are folding with a smaller piece of paper.
So we
right?
have the
And I'm going to
A4,
demo
right?
that. Sorry?
We have the A4, right?
Yes, half the A4 paper. Yeah, right, Rita. Half the A4 paper. Okay. And then do all over again. And so that everybody knows how this is done, I'm actually going to demo that again. Yeah, I'm going to demo that again. So you can follow along if you like, after you have cut your paper into half. Of course, mine is half of what you have. And then the next layer will be half of this, and so on. right? So this one, I'm going to fold it with the print outside so you can see the difference. Huh? So I'm going to do a mountain fold, right? This way, again, nice sharp line, mountain fold. Okay, and then bring the flap up and do a nice belly fold just for the score line.
There's a
Score
Connie
line
on
here.
Facebook asking what's the Zoom ID and password.
Oh, to join in the okay, it's a bit
Connie
late
Ong.
now to join in the Zoom. I would say, yeah, thanks, Jennifer. So if you see any message, so maybe Connie, what you could do is you could just use the Facebook comment. Since Jennifer has so nicely logged into her Facebook, she can actually see your comment. Yeah, it would be a bit difficult to have you join now. All right. Okay, so this is my second round already. Yeah? So I might go just a bit faster. After you have got your line, the corner where you have folded, we are going to bring the corner in to meet this middle line. So because the paper is smaller, my finger will block much of it. But I think you can still see, right? It really helps if your lines are accurate when you are folding, right? And then your fold is nice and sharp, okay? And now the bottom flap only, yeah, the top of the bottom flap, yeah, you do the same fold of the corner, right? And once this is done, you'll see that this should be one nice straight line, and we need a score line there later to help us form the box. So we're going to just fold, right? Again, try to be accurate. This corner should be meeting the middle line, right? And then you just need that line there. And you repeat the same thing on the other side. The folded corner, both corners, that corner, fold it towards the middle. Okay. And then for this flap here, only this top part of the flap. Okay, it doesn't look like folded that neatly for this one. Yeah, let's see if I can neaten this a bit. Okay, again, it should be a nice straight line here, and you fold it in order to get a good score line. Yeah. Okay, and once this is done, what we need, this flap here, we flap it up, right? And now this is like a hat. We just have to tuck it open. And if you just fold in this, you should get part of a box already. Yeah, part of a box. And the side should look like this. There should be a triangle here. Nice and smooth here, a triangle here, right? And that should be how your box should look like. And now the tricky part is this. Okay, we're trying to fold a triangle in order to tuck in here. So again, it is not like just now, we are not folding in the corner. Instead, we are making the corners meet each other very nicely, right? When we do that, it should fold into a triangle as well. And you'll notice that it will fold flat like that very nicely. And you can now tuck this triangle in. Okay, let me sharpen this fold a bit so that it's flatter. Right, now you can tuck it in. Okay, again, it should neatly go in there. That's one side. And now the last side, the same thing. Okay. Right. Tuck it in. Okay, it does get a bit more challenging when the paper gets smaller, right? And then if you sharpen the corner, the side, right, then you get the next box. So, right, so the box looks like that. Not a cube, not quite a cube, right? And there you have it. Right, one size smaller, right? Oh, actually, I did the smaller. I think this is half the paper, is it? Yeah. So this is the even smaller one. No, I took the wrong sheet of paper. This one should be the one in the middle. That's why it looks so different. Okay. So what you do is you start off with the largest piece of paper, which could be A4 or half an A4 if you're just using one sheet, right? Half an A4, then a quarter of an A4, and then of that quarter you again have, and then you will get this smallest one, right? So that in total you should be able to get a stack that looks like this. Okay, 1, 2, and then 3. Of course, as I said, if you are really going to be very good with challenging yourself, you can have number 4. All these are I pre-folded, right? There we go. So you get 4 layers. And it should nestle very nicely, right? Can nestle very nicely. You're going to keep, you should be able to keep one inside the other, right? Okay, I can see both Rita and Jennifer folding, right? I presume you're going to take some time to fold all the others. Yeah. So again, I'm hoping that you have time to complete. I'm not sure whether I will sound very repetitive to do it a third time, but I think I'll do a very quick third one so that all of you have a time to finish so that you can start and follow along as well.
I'm trying to recall the step.
All right. So again, full sheet, fold into half, lengthwise, right? And then we need the middle line here, therefore we fold it. Yeah, we just need the line, okay? Then we turn around and we do the same thing on the other side. Okay, once you've got the line to help us know how much to fold, we will fold the corner where the fold is down, the dot here towards the middle line. Okay, sorry about the lighting. I can't quite see very well. Okay, there we go. Yep. And then this flap, only one flap, the top flap, we fold in a similar manner. Okay, once the two meet, it should be a nice straight line here. We need that score line. So we are bringing it in. All right, and then the same thing here. Same thing on the other side. Okay, once folded, what we need to do is we need to fold this up. It looks like a house. Go underneath the roof of the house, prop it up, and then just fold this edge here. So that's this edge here. Might help to fold a little bit here, so but the other edge should be fine. There you go, you get half side of the box. Now we turn to the side. what we want to do with this is to fold it diagonally, for a diagonal line here. So it should fold beautifully into a triangle that you can put to the side like that. Right. So in order to tuck it in, you might want to just make sure that it's a nice sharp fold so that it's flat. And then you should be able to tuck in here. Tuck in here. So now you're left with the other side, same thing. Do a diagonal fold. Make it nice and sharp so that it's also flat and it will tuck in beautifully. Okay. So a certain amount of precision helps. Otherwise, your boxes will be a bit wobbly and it can be a bit difficult to stack them up. Yeah. So once you have 3 or 4 of these boxes, I think we are quite ready. Yeah. Once you've got 3 or 4 of these boxes, we are quite ready. Okay. So as you see, these 2 boxes are the same. So this was, for me, half A4, quarter A4, 1/8 of an A4, and then 1/16 of an A4. And so this whole thing is folded out of 1 A4 sheet of paper. It's good enough to get this already, right? So the next thing we want to do is then think about how we can decorate. And you have seen at the beginning, my sample. I will now show the sample again. I don't have to do it lying down this time. So yeah, you can do it into a Christmas tree. So all you need to do is find something green, right? You could cut out from a magazine or something that has got green enough, right? And you could use a hole puncher to punch different colors to do decoration, right? So my tree is undecorated. And then of course you can have a star at the top. So this is one idea that you could consider. You could also make each one like a Christmas present. So you don't have to do all 4 sides. I've done all 4 sides, but really you can just do one side. Yeah, one side is good enough. So you can have remnants of wrapping paper that you could add, right? So that it becomes like little gifts. Yeah. So I guess we are all very excited about Christmas because we get presents, isn't it? Yeah. I'm very excited about Christmas, mostly because it reminds me of this wonderful present that was promised. And we are kind of seeing the start of it at Christmas. Yeah. So if you're interested, you can ask me more about that. Okay, then of course, you could also do snowman. And in this case here, all you need is white paper and then some drawing and then maybe a bit of colors for the bow tie and the nose and all that. Yeah, so I'll turn this around so you get a hat. Yep. So in this case here, I've kind of used a little bit of the print to give a little bit like shadow and shade. Yeah, it's okay, right? And then of course you can use your markers to just mark the coal. And then you can have a smiley one, right? If you want, you can have a skirt, right? Yeah. And finally, you could have center, right? Center, the legs, the body, the head, and his head. Okay. Yeah, you could do it that way. So you could either stack it up and put it on the table, or the other way is you actually could tie a string right through it and you can actually hang it. Yeah. So at the bottom, because after making even out of a A4 sheet, you still have a small piece of the 1/16 left, right? So you could actually tie this as something to block the bottom part and then use a needle to bring it all the way through to the top, right? And then you have a hanging ornament as well. So you could do that too, right? I can imagine this to be turned into a nativity scene as well. Are you familiar with a nativity scene? Right? If you want to do nativity, you of course can make many of the figures with this. So in an activity scene, normally you would have Mary and Joseph and the baby in a crib. Then you have got wise men as well as shepherds, as well as sheep and cow. So there's quite a lot, right? You could, of course, make each one of them, right, as a full figure. The other way is because you've got different sizes and shape, each of them could be a different one, right? So like maybe you could use one for sheep and then maybe another one, or you could just fold similar sizes and you could just use them and yeah, make up the different characters inside the nativity scene is also possible, I imagine. Yeah. So I have not tried that one out, but that's an idea that I have. I wonder whether, as you are thinking about it, Jennifer and Rita, any other ideas you can think of about how we might use this?
I was just thinking, since if I were to have Santa Claus on one side, then I will use all the Santa stuff on the other side as well. The hat, the present, and
right.
snowman.
Yeah. So it's almost like three-dimensional Santa, right?
Yep.
You could do that as well. So the side could be the side of Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
And all that.
Let's say if I fold it, I could cut this, put it at
Yeah.
the bottom. This will be in the middle, and this will be at the top.
And that came from a card, is it? A Christmas card?
No, that's my origami.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Yeah. So yes, I should have to stop speaking for a while. Can you show that again, Rita, and speak? Okay. I think all of you caught a glimpse of that, right? So Rita is really good at origami. So yes, so you have double origami. You can do the origami Santa Claus, and then you could have different parts of. You have to cut Santa Claus up and stick onto the boxes. Yeah.
I think it should be okay. It's only paper.
Yes. Yes, of course. Right. I think that's basically what I have to share for today. And so Rita has kind of finished and show. I don't know whether Jennifer, whether you managed to create something as well. Just the boxes, right? Haven't had a chance to decorate, huh? Maybe you can do your pastel art, right? And stick onto the side. Right? That's possible, right? You can do that as well. So there are various things you can do with this. So of course, for Christmas, showing all the Christmas things that you can do, and you can do other things as well. But what I really like about it is the fact that you don't need a lot of material, just an A4 sheet of paper, and you can get already 4 boxes all done. Yeah, so it's really very, very easy. And then how you want to decorate or what you want to do with it is up to you. Of course, you could also use the box as a box, right? You could just use it as a box. Yeah, so this is a better demo. Like with the A4 box, it was able to hold, yeah, even something jutting out. Yeah, it's quite stable. Maybe that one was a bit of a test on the slightly smaller one to stand. Yeah, okay. I don't see any more comments on the Facebook side of it, and yeah, I presume everyone is okay. I actually also wanted to very quickly show what some of the seniors did, which was what I used in my publicity. Right? So this was by the seniors, and we also did some cards as a base and created a little business decoration. Yeah, so a little fun space, so next to the so so cool sort of decoration they made. Yeah. Okay, and so that everyone, very much live or
Can't hear you, Moses.
You're breaking up. Cannot hear you.
Can't hear you, Moses.
Moses.
Moses, you. Moses cannot hear you. Are you on mute, Moses? Oh, well, bye.